This past weekend was a good challenge for us. It was two strong teams, one after the other. It was great that there was on home turf too. We've only had one home game prior to that. And so we came out feeling pretty good and looking forward to the rest of conference play. We're just under halfway there.
Now this weekend, head out west, probably the longest trip of the year as far as number of days and distance here with RIT in Rochester. What do you see from these two teams?
RIT, they're fighters, and they have, I'll use the word vendetta against us. This is only our third meet up with them since they joined the Liberty League a couple years ago. And so we're still feeling each other out a little bit as far as tendencies and flavor of each other's team. As far as Rochester, they've been on the docket forever with us. They have a really young roster, and so they really don't care who we are, what we're about, our reputation. They're just going out to play. So we have to find a way to stay committed and stay strong for two games, one after the other, on the road out there, instead of just looking at the first one.
You guys have a lot of players back that were on the team last year that made the long run, but what's the biggest difference you've seen from last year's team to this year's team?
I think it took a while, probably only until maybe the last 2 weeks, for us to form our own identity. We're holding on so strongly to what was last year and trying to fill roles and vacancies, and I think only in the last 2 weeks we've come into our own and formed our own identity and created our own role and our own identities and made our own shoes. And so there is a different sense, and there's a different charisma, and it's not worse, it's just different, and so we're kind of finally grabbing onto that and going forward.
And what's to be the biggest thing for this week? I know these teams, I guess, have struggled in the past, at least in the last few years. What's to be the biggest thing for you guys to still get motivated for a game like these two?
I don't know that motivation is hard to come by. I think, like everybody in the league, we travel, so it's, being on the bus all day tomorrow, getting off and having to play, then getting into a hotel at night and doing it again the next day. So I don't know that it's reflective of these actual teams as it is the trip. So we've got to find a way to get rid of the travel legs and to play for us regardless of who shows up on the other bench.